Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is a hardcore soul-like in the setting of medieval Japan, telling about the difficult fate and hard trials of a man who cannot die until he fulfills his destiny. Incredible mechanics of sword fighting. There has never been such a thing in more than one game in the world. Epic bosses that have no prototypes and analogs in other games. A huge selection of tactics, martial arts, techniques and passing styles. A diverse set of prostheses that allows you to create an individual build for the wishes of each player. A non-linear, adult and realistic plot with live characters and a rich end, as well as the opportunity to complete the game in 8 ways in a compartment with 4 endings, create a mind-blowing and adrenaline experience that will not be possible to forget, even if you try well. Sekiro Shadows Die Twice is my personal masterpiece, and one of my favorite games in general. Despite the apparent complexity and curvature, the game is incredibly addictive and fills with the strongest emotions. After passing, it feels like you've gone through a long and thorny adventure of a lifetime. This game that I will never forget, which will not remain in my soul forever. I met her in 2019, right after her release, played for a couple of hours, burned out, and deleted. And only by November, when I reviewed a lot of reviews and false criticism, I decided to return to it again, and I did not regret it. I got much more than I expected, the picture of a difficult, but fascinating and breathtaking world. Fights with incredibly strong and lively bosses, left a bigger mark in my soul than hundreds of the same type of games passed before that. This masterpiece was unfairly criticized by corrupt bloggers who did not understand the game, and attributed to it absolutely non-existent problems that scared off many newcomers. One of the main theses was the impassability of the game due to its allegedly impossible complexity. Most did not understand or did not want to understand that Sekiro is closer not to Soul games, but to Euro guitars. Everything is tied to timings here. It is foolish to believe that it can and should be passed as well as Souls is. Papa Miyazaki created another masterpiece, which, despite the fact that it looks beautiful and modern, but at the same time has the spirit and temper of the old school, when games were not just mindless and stupid entertainment, but required skills, effort and time from you, rewarding you for the journey with strong emotions, the spirit of the discoverer and the feeling of conquering the top, which you will not find in any modern game, except for the From Software game, putting their whole soul into their creations. What is most striking is that while the absolute majority of publishers and developers simplify games, From Software goes against the system and complicates their every subsequent game in every possible way. They are not doing this for cheap hype and attracting new players, they are doing it in order not to lose their old fans who have fallen in love with this legendary studio, for uncompromising and preserving their old values and original ideas.